is available at the Michigan Sexual Assault Hotline. Connect with us 24/7. Call 855-VOICES-4 or text 1-866-238-1454 for help. Learn more at michigan.gov/voices4. Let's savor these moments. Made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine. Keep the dining out going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date. Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I don't like getting sick.
The virus will die.
It will be easy to not catch it. Keep my family safe and keep playing soccer. Because I love being vaccinated.
What's your hope for everyone?
I hope everybody gets the vaccine.
To keep safe and strong.
Be happy, having fun everywhere. Everyone stay safe and hope you get the vaccine.
Get ready for The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash Live.
Good morning and welcome to The Splash Live. Very good to have you with us on this Tuesday. Feels like a Monday, but Tuesday morning here in the greater West Bloomfield area. Great to be with you. Happy New Year. Happy 2023. I'm Dave Scott. Good to have you with us here on The Splash Live. It's part of 90 minutes of live programming that we kick our day off with here every day on Civic Center TV and Lakes FM and all of our outlets. Of course, The Splash Live, very local. Then Tyler Keefe checks in at 10 o'clock for an hour of news, information, and interviews. And we take a slightly wider view and look at our community. It's The Splash Live and the Megacast. 90 minutes of live local TV from your friends right here at Civic Center TV and Lakes FM. Easy to watch our channels across northern, I'm still up north, across West Bloomfield here today. You know, hard to get back in the groove right here at the beginning of the year. But you can watch us as you have for the past 20 years or so on Comcast Channel 15 on cable. If you're an AT&T subscriber, you can tune into Channel 99. There's a menu of all the local municipal television channels around Metro Detroit. Pick your favorite community, that being West Bloomfield, Kego, Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake, and we will be right there. You can also watch us, of course, on our website, civiccentertv.com. We're going to take a look at some things on there today. Really a comprehensive location for our live programming and all of our on-demand programming. And if you're having any trouble watching online or through any of the other outlets, always go to civiccentertv.com. We're also out on social media every day. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on YouTube. Just search for Civic Center TV on Facebook and on YouTube. And then, of course, you can listen right here on the radio. 89.3 Lakes FM. Been on the air since 1974, and it is your local community radio station. Also a really good place to go in case of any emergency. Just always remember that. Let's take a look at our weather, and it is really feel very, very warm out today. Temperatures have really warmed up. We're at 37 degrees, and it is raining in the West Bloomfield area. We've had a lot of rain here over some days, some puddles, actually some pretty big ones around the area. So just be careful if you're heading out. Might want to take an umbrella with you today, but slippery conditions will not be the rule. 44 will be our high and only getting down to 42 tonight. It's going to stay warm tomorrow, nearly 50 degrees. My goodness, down to 33 and then cooling off as we head into Thursday and the next couple of days with a high of only 38. At some point, this water is going to freeze up and be a problem, but not for the next couple of days. So this is a very local show, no question about it. But I can't help but take a moment to talk about one of the biggest stories in our country, and then just talk a little bit about how it impacts us right here in West Bloomfield. Of course, if you were watching football yesterday, you saw that just terrible incident at the Buffalo Bills game yesterday when Damar Hamlin went down and just collapsed on the field. And of course, they had to get a defibrillator to get his heart beating again, to get his blood flowing throughout his body. He wasn't breathing for several minutes. Ambulance on the field. If you've not seen the video, it's very difficult to watch. And then, of course, a incident like that brings into question the safety of football. You can't avoid it. Now, the story is still very fresh, and we and everyone in our country and around probably around the world, certainly sharing their thoughts and prayers for Damar Hamlin, 24-year-old football player for the Buffalo Bills, who is in critical condition in the hospital. And we hope that we will be getting some good news from the reports today from the hospital. But it did get me thinking, what about high school football? That's something that we're very close to. So I reached out this morning to our West Bloomfield athletic director, Eric Pierce, who I've got some communication with him on my phone here because Eric had just some minor surgery and was recovering from that this morning. So he wasn't able to join us. But I think one of the things that was really amazing during the story last night is that the medical equipment, the medical staff, and the training at an NFL football game is absolutely amazing. And they were able to get care in the field almost instantly after Damar Hamlin fell. So it got me thinking. There's a picture of him, and of course the news. It did get me thinking about, well, what if this happened at one of our West Bloomfield High School football games? And so I reached out to West Bloomfield High School athletic director Eric Pierce. And his text back to me this morning says, our trainer has a mobile defibrillator, and we also have defibrillators that are in the school. So more and more facilities, you're seeing them now, have this equipment, this life-saving equipment. Tomorrow morning, when we have a little bit more time to prepare, we'll spend more time talking about this and certainly getting a hold of our trainer and those around athletics. But this isn't an issue that simply surrounds football. So we will keep an eye on that. And of course, our thoughts and prayers this morning are with Damar Hamlin of the Buffalo Bills. Back to the news that we generally deal with here on our show. There is so much coming up over the next couple of weeks. Happy New Year, 2023. Kind of hard to get back in the groove here after we've been off for a couple of weeks. But as we do, we are very busy. The West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce induction ceremony is right around the corner. That's going to be coming up Friday, January 13th, so a week from Friday. It's all going to be happening at the Avalon in Commerce Township, and it will be going on very early in the morning. If you want more information and you'd like to register and be with us there live and in person, you can go to the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce website and get all the information. And we've got some details to put together, but we will be there. We will be there live. We'll be broadcasting at the event, and we look forward to being with you. Now, that's going to be part of a very, very busy weekend, and we look forward to spending the whole weekend with you. Of course, that is MLK weekend, so we've got on Friday the 13th, the chamber induction ceremony, then an annual event here in West Bloomfield that we've been involved in several years, but it got put a little bit on the side burner during the COVID time, and that's United We Walk. It is our opportunity every year to honor Dr. Martin Luther King. And traditionally, it's been at the West Bloomfield High School, and we've done a walk on Orchard Lake Road. This year, it's going to be a little bit different. As you can see on your screen, save the date for Sunday, January 15th. And the walk this year and the entire days full of activities will be happening at the West Bloomfield Middle School, the brand new building right down the road. And then the walk, I don't believe, is going to be on Orchard Lake Road. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have the folks from United We Walk here in the program. We'll go through all the details and run everything down for you, let you know how you can get involved and how you can participate. Again, it's going to be a busy weekend for our crew. We'll be broadcasting live at the United We Walk event. There's a lot of ways, as you can see from the poster and the screen, for you to get involved. And we hope that you take an opportunity on Martin Luther King weekend, not just to get the extra day off and enjoy a day off work, but take an opportunity to slice out some time and recognize the contribution of Dr. Martin Luther King. Now, another thing we have going on that same weekend, it ended up being very busy. Kudos to the West Bloomfield High School women's or girls basketball program, as they have set up a statewide high school basketball tournament with the best teams from all over the state of Michigan. It's going to be going on at West Bloomfield High School on Martin Luther King Day. And it begins, I believe, around 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, and we'll be running all day. We've got more information. We don't have it up here for you this morning, but we'll, of course, be sharing all that with you. And you can pull that down because that's the wrong information, guys. West Bloomfield High School is where it's all going to be going on. And it's a day full of basketball, best programs in the state of Michigan. If you've not seen our West Bloomfield High School women's basketball program, you really should get out and see them. And here's a good opportunity to see them and the other top programs around the state, all playing all day long, and of course, honoring Dr. King with that event. We'll be there, and we'll be broadcasting every single one of the games. A good opportunity to get familiar with our program. And just in case you forgot, the West Bloomfield High School women's basketball program are the defending state champions here in the state of Michigan. So lots going on next weekend, a little bit of time to prepare. We'll have more on the show. United We Walk, we'll talk about that tomorrow and get you prepared for the rest of the upcoming activities on MLK weekend here over the next couple of days and as we get closer. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. We've got a whole lot more to talk about. Welcome back. It's kind of hard to get back to the work groove, isn't it, as you return after the long holiday? But happy 2023. Good morning. I'm Dave Scott. Quick break, and we'll be back with more of The Splash right after this.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live. Hey Laker fans, do you know a friend or neighbor that volunteers in Greater West Bloomfield? We would love to help you recognize them at the 51st Annual Michigan Week Awards. Countless members of the communities of Orchard Lake, Kego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, and West Bloomfield give their time and talent daily without regard for recognition. You can help recognize these individuals and organizations at our awards breakfast next year on May 12, 2023. Nominate your neighbor or organization starting January 28, 2023. Go to MichiganWeek.org for details. Watch Civic Center TV with our brand new live captions. To turn on live captions, go to civiccentertv.com and click Watch Live. In your web browser, click on the Options tab in the top right and find the Accessibilities tab. Then just switch on live captions to heighten your enjoyment of our local programming. Thank you so much for watching Civic Center TV.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I don't like getting sick.
The virus will die.
It will be easy to not catch it. Keep my family safe and keep playing soccer. Because I love being vaccinated.
What's your hope for everyone?
I hope everybody gets the vaccine.
To keep safe and strong.
Be happy, having fun everywhere. Everyone stay safe and hope you get the vaccine.
And now, back to The Splash Live.
Thank you very much for joining us. Good morning and welcome back to The Splash Live. Dave Scott here in our Civic Center TV studios. If you've been watching Civic Center TV over the past several days of the holiday, you certainly have had an opportunity to see our tribute to Pastor Jack Freed, an icon in the community, passed away just before the holiday. We had an opportunity to talk to many of the people who knew him in our community, and that's an awful long list. Heard from many of them, and then also had an opportunity to rerun some of the programming that we've done with him over the past several years. And we aired that all the way through the holidays. Hopefully you had a chance to see that. And if you knew Pastor Freed, certainly have some memories of him. If you didn't know him, to get to know him a little bit better, huge impact. Certainly, the founder of so many different organizations in our community, and an amazing spiritual and community leader for the greater West Bloomfield area. He will be missed. I checked in over the weekend with his son, David, and we're going to be having more communications over the next several days. I talked to Pastor Freed's wife in Minnesota and expressed our condolences, of course, to them. They are working, especially David, working on putting together memorials for Pastor Freed. And I know that many of you are going to want the opportunity to be with us through those memorials. And there may be a lot of people. So I'm sure there will be. So we're working on putting plans together to get this appropriately covered on television. I'll hopefully have more information for you tomorrow. But again, to the family and friends of Pastor Jack Freed, our thoughts are certainly with you. One of the real highlights of December on the program, we played this video, but it's definitely worth playing again, is the amazing job our West Bloomfield Laker Express is doing. They're popping up all over the place. They popped up in Carnegie Hall, and then they also popped up not too long ago at a Detroit Pistons game and sang the national anthem. I thought it was such a great video. I wanted to play it for you again this morning. Let's check in on the Laker Express and their singing of the national anthem at a Detroit Pistons game.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets right there, the bombs bursting in air. Through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
There they are, getting an amazing response from the audience at the Pistons game. Cheryl Hauk, the director of our Laker Express, there conducting them through that amazing performance. Congratulations to all of them. Speaking of music in the greater West Bloomfield area, here's big news. The Detroit Symphony Orchestra will open its William Davidson Neighborhood Concert Series. Remember that name? He was the owner of the Pistons, and what a great member of our community, and certainly help support all kinds of great efforts such as this. So the DSO is performing community concerts around Metro Detroit on a regular basis. In West Bloomfield, we happen to be one of those locations. And the next concert's right around the corner, coming up January 5th, 7:30. That's this week, 7:30 at the Berman Center of the Performing Arts in West Bloomfield. And if you want more information, go to the Detroit Symphony Orchestra's website, and you'll find out all about that performance. So one thing to be careful in 2023, and unfortunately, this isn't just a problem in our community, it's a problem everywhere around Metro Detroit and probably nationwide. It is you should be very careful about leaving any valuable possessions in your automobile or anything that would be of interest to somebody as they come by and take a look. This image here is from a recent, as they call it, smash and grab incident in West Bloomfield. And the West Bloomfield Police Department says there has been a bit of an uptick on this kind of burglary. This image is an example of what could happen if valuables are left in sight for thieves to see. No matter how far away, for how long you'll be away from your car, it's best to never leave valuables in your cars. Watch out. Don't leave your purse. Then not even your phone. Definitely don't leave your laptop. And like a briefcase that could have a laptop in it is very inviting. Sunglasses, jewelry, definitely don't want to leave a big pile of cash on your seat in your car. Keys, charging cords, even something minor like a charging cord, as crazy as that sounds. West Bloomfield Police Department says they're going to do their very best to get extra patrols in the subdivisions and in the communities, but don't provide any opportunity for somebody to have an additional incentive to want to get into your car to get something out of it, because people just it might look like someone's just going for a neighborly walk, and they may be working the smash and grab in your neighborhood. And one final note, just do the right thing and make sure that you do everything you can to keep your car locked. Do not leave your car unlocked in your neighborhood. So again, it's not I don't want you to like really worry about this too much, but smash and grab, just something you can avoid by not leaving anything in your car in any way whatsoever. I saw a really interesting picture on Facebook this morning that was there from the end of the year. We never really got an opportunity to highlight it, but here is a great picture from the West Bloomfield Police Department, and you can see it talks about the history of the police department. You got a picture there of the old West Bloomfield Town Hall, and I just thought it was precious taking a look at those old police cars that were in front of the West Bloomfield Township Hall there. What a great shot that is. And then you can also see the construction of the police department at the West Bloomfield Civic Center campus. And then some additional information, which I'm going to read a little bit of to you right now. And this is timely, as last week, the West Bloomfield Township Board was having discussions over some renovations for the West Bloomfield Police Department. But, you just assume there's always been a police department here in West Bloomfield, but the origins of the West Bloomfield Police Department. At a town board meeting on August 12th, 1926, it reads there on the screen, Supervisor J.C. Selmer was authorized to make arrangements to employ a motorcycle officer to patrol the roads within the township for the rest of the season. This officer was to act in place of the regular constables. Township Clerk Downing at that time directed to write each of the constables and refer them to the changes. So that is the beginning of that history, and it just goes on and talks about highlights in the 20s and the 30s and up to 1935. Our West Bloomfield Police Department doing a great job on guard for several years, but it is interesting to go back and look at that building. And for many of you that are newer to West Bloomfield, you may not even recognize that building as the town hall. It's on Orchard Lake Road, just up the road from West Bloomfield High School. And certainly when I was growing up as a kid in West Bloomfield, that is where we went, not the Civic Center TV complex. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more on the Splash. We'll take a look at our Splash website. We'll talk about how you can engage in our new closed caption service. And we'll take a look at our Civic Center TV top 5 videos of the week. That and much more coming up in a minute. Don't go away. You're watching the Splash Live.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. What's happening around you? Hear about state events, businesses, and from the people behind them on the Megacast, an hour-long TV, radio, and streaming show keeping you informed on the day-to-day news. Listen in on talks with volunteer groups, documentarians, and financial advisors, Monday to Friday with your host, Tyler Kieft. Catch the Megacast weekdays from 10 a.m. to 11 on Civic Center TV, 89.3 Lakes FM, and streaming on mymytv.com. Hey Laker fans, do you know a friend or neighbor that volunteers in Greater West Bloomfield? We would love to help you recognize them at the 51st Annual Michigan Week Awards. Countless members of the communities of Orchard Lake, Keego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, and West Bloomfield give their time and talent daily without regard for recognition. You can help recognize these individuals and organizations at our awards breakfast next year on May 12, 2023. Nominate your neighbor or organization starting January 28, 2023. Go to michiganweek.org for details. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Good morning and welcome back to the Splash Live. Dave Scott here on Civic Center TV. Tyler Keefe will be in just a couple of minutes with the Michigan Megacast and the Oakland County Megacast and the West Bloomfield Megacast. It's all one now, and we'll have that for you coming up in just a moment. So I just want to run down for you before we say so long, because we only got a couple of minutes, our top videos of the week. Oh, but before we do that, I saw this clip on Facebook. I thought I would show it to you because I didn't know this about Kegel Harbor. Let's put that image up. There's a map of Kegel Harbor. And if you did not know, I mean, Kegel Harbor, we think of it as such a great, impactful community. But you do know that Kegel Harbor is the third smallest city in the state of Michigan. It is only larger than Petersburg, Michigan. I have no idea where Petersburg, Michigan is. I have to go look that up on the map. And then Clarkston, our neighbors to the north. But we salute you, Kegel Harbor, this morning. And you may not be small, but you are mighty. And we are so proud to be able to serve you here on TV each and every day. One of the ways we serve you is on Civic Center TV with our top 5 videos of the week. What we've done is put this on our webpage. You can go to civiccentertv.com/top5, and it's a way to cut through all the clutter and just take a look at some of the most popular videos that we have. Each of these has thousands and thousands of viewers. Of course, you can see them in our archives, but we like to take an opportunity called special attention. So let's take a look. Let's go to the website right now and take a look at our top 5 videos. And there we go, right at the top of the page. That is, if we scroll down just a little bit, guys, I don't know if you can do that. That is our number 1 video. There, by the way, is a video of United We Walk. But what this video is a video all about Pastor Jack Freed. And this is a video we put together several years ago. It's called Winning Ways, which was Pastor Freed's blog that he put together each and every day, his inspirational blog. This is a wonderful video put together by our crew, narrated by another former member of Civic Center TV who's passed, our dear friend George Moore. I think you'll enjoy it. If you've not watched it, if you did not have the opportunity to see this, and we ran it several times over the holiday period, I encourage you to go to civiccentertv.com/top5, and it's right there as our number 1 video. Taking a look and scrolling down the page a little bit now, our next video in our top 5 is the video all about the West Bloomfield Trail System. And if you've not had an opportunity to walk on these amazing trails, this video right here talks specifically about the biking and walking trail that runs along the former railroad tracks and passes right through West Bloomfield. You have an opportunity to see all of it without any snow on the ground and get a nice chance to go take a look at our amazing trails in West Bloomfield. Great to walk on any day, except a day like today when it's raining really hard. Taking a look at our number 3 video on our Civic Center TV top 5. Let's go in here and take a look at this. And this is a video of the most recent West Bloomfield Fire Department. And there is our West Bloomfield Fire Chief, Greg Flynn, taking you through the facility. It almost looks right there like Greg is at one of the top restaurants or maybe one of the most elegant homes in West Bloomfield, but very practical dining environment for the 24/7 staff working at one of our all-new fire departments in West Bloomfield, and he does a great job with this video, so we invite you to take a look at that. Video number 4 on the hit parade here on Civic Center TV is another angle. We shot this video, it must be almost 10 years ago now. We shot this video when drones first became available, and we were having a lot of fun with the drones. We got them out, shot beautiful aerials of our community. It continues to be one of the most popular videos on Civic Center TV today. That is number 4. And I think there is one more, guys, here. Or did I get through? Yes, the tornado of West Bloomfield. And this looks back at really one of the more historic events that happened during my lifetime, the tornado of 1976, a tornado that killed a number of people here in West Bloomfield, sadly, and ripped right through the intersection of Maple and Orchard Lake in a number of our subdivisions. Check it out, civiccentertv.com/top5. So thank you very much. Have a great day. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning, and invite you to tune in to the Splash Live. We'll run down all of these exciting things that are going on as we head into MLK weekend right here, including United We Walk. Details on that and more tomorrow morning right here on the Splash Live. Enjoy your day. Have a great day, Westfield.